The fall MWTCA meet was in Bowling Green, Kentucky from the 24th to the 27th of September, and I had the good fortune of attending the meet. To get an idea of what was there, check out Wood by Wright's live that he recorded at the event. What I wanted to focus on was the scarce, the uncommon, dare I say the rare planes that I saw. Starting off easy with the Miller's Patent with no fillets bed, $225. A Miller's Patent plane with the fillets bed, $550. It looks like it has two different fences, which I'm not even sure if that's correct. Here's the other side of it. It's got a good angle and has the original brass depth stop, but I don't see a blade with it. And one more Miller's Patent plane. This one is pew-pew metal. It has quite a few attachments there. Looks like a blade taped to it. It's got some depth stops, the slitter. So this one looks a little bit more complete. And here's a pretty legit ebony plow plane, and they're only asking a cool $1,700 on it. Here's one you don't see every day. It's an A78, or an aluminum number 78 rabbit plane. And little known fact, the depth stop and the fence are also cast from aluminum on these, if you can find the original ones. And that'll only set you back $295. Here is an absolutely gorgeous number 196, and this one is only $1,650 if you're in the market for one of these. But look at that nickel plating. It does not get much sweeter than that. Here's one of my personal favorites. It's a Bailey Victor block plane, and this one's only $335. I mean, shoot, you probably got that in your sofa cushions. Anyway, if you're wondering what I want for Christmas, this is it right here. If you're building your replica of the Studley tool chest, you're going to need one of these old school braces, and these happen to be ebony and brass, and just, I mean, how beautiful are those? They're all priced in that $335 to $400 range, so you're going to have to rob the 401k or put in some overtime to pick one of these up. Back to more aluminum. Here are some aluminum block planes that Stanley made, and then also another A78, but this one does not have the original aluminum fence. It's just been painted gray. If you have $820 burning a hole in your pocket, here's a Type 3 Miller's Patent with the fillets bed. In my experience, these Spears infill planes are not as sought after here in the US as they are over in Europe, but this one has a little bit of damage and it's just $400. As patented planes go, this one is pretty legit. It does a great job of combining form and function. It is going to set you back 1,100 smackaroos, but I mean, you're not going to find a much more attractive looking plane than this, and it dates all the way back to 1870. Speaking of patent planes, here's a Rhodier's patent. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This one's only $650, and I mean, look at those corrugations. It's like the guy couldn't decide if he wanted to make flatware for cooking or if he wanted to make hand planes. And look at that adjuster for adjusting depth of cut. What does that remind you of from 100 and something years later? And here we have a Zenith. Let me see if I can get that to focus on. So it's a Marshall Wells, and this was actually made by Sargent. This is a pretty uncommon plane. It's a 2C. It does have some light pitting present, but I mean, for this uncommon of a plane, if you're a Sargent collector, a Zenith collector, if you're into this kind of thing, this is a must-have for the collection and a great example. Next up, we've got a number 4.5H, aka a 4.5 heavy. Now, this thing is pretty clean, and it's a pretty nice example, but it's going to cost you number one money if you want to add this one to your collection. And if you're buying the number 4.5H, you might as well pick up the 5.5H as well, because what good is one going to do you without the other? So yeah, 5.5 heavy. What makes this next one scarce is it has both the fence and it has all three original cutters, which you almost never see on a number 171. Here's those cutters attached so that they don't get lost. But yeah, $500 and you're all set. You won't have to go in search of parts. You'll have to forgive the glare on this one, but here we have the trifecta. We've got the number 2C, that's a Stanley. And then we also have the original number 85, and that one's just $550. And then we've got the Bedrock 602, and that one's only $1,100. A complete number 289 is not scarce. However, when it has the original fence and when it has that much of a decal and that much original Japanning, this thing is pretty nice. And then we've got another 196. Remember, I showed you that other one earlier. And this one's pretty clean as well. Just $1,400 on that. As far as I'm concerned, this might be one of the stars of the show, an original V logo number 9. Now, it is $1,750, but hey, skip this month's rent and buy this. Look at that original hot dog, absolutely stunning condition. No damage, no scratches, no cracks. I mean, have you ever seen a more beautiful number 9? You've seen the number 62 low angle jack, but do you know about its little known cousin, the number 64? This is a butcher block plane, and these are not terribly common. The seller's asking $700 on this one, and honestly, I think it's worth that. I mean, this thing is pretty nice. MWTCA is where you go to see this kind of Scarce stuff. Look at that 10.5. Absolutely mint. Probably has seen little to no use at all. Perfect decal and an original box. Now, I'm no expert. I don't think that those match up because that's not a sweetheart box. But at any rate, that is an absolutely beautiful plane. If you'll indulge me, I'm going to show you one last Miller's patent plane solely because this is a later one. It's got the nickel plating, but what sets it apart, it has an original full set of blades with it. And you just don't see that on a lot of these. This one is $800, and honestly, it is worth every penny of that because it has all the blades. And it's a sweetheart, so, I mean, that alone just makes it cool. I focus an awful lot on hand planes, but I would be remiss if I didn't at least show you some older, really pretty, really nice saws. So here's a couple panel saws with some kind of neat handles. Some of these next few planes, I don't even know what to say about them. I mean, just take a look at it. They kind of speak for themselves. But in that argument of form versus function, I mean, some of these are just absolutely amazing. I mean, they've got this engraving on them. Many of these are not even from America. I mean, this one right here, guy's asking, I don't know if that's $5,500 or $7,000. Maybe it's on sale right now. But, I mean, check that out. Look at that engraving. I would feel nervous even using this plane. I'd be afraid it was going to drop it and lose however many thousands of dollars it's worth. And speaking of engravings, I mean, look at that one. I wonder if that was done by machine or by hand. I'm going to guess it was done by hand. Here's another one, little $800 little guy. There's a nice rabbit plane or carriage maker's plane. I'm not sure if that's the right terminology. Here's another shot of that big engraved one. I mean, because you guys wanted to see how much that one was, right? Yeah, that's only $3,800. And what about this plumb bob? I mean, look at this thing. You drop that thing on your foot and you are done, son. And these trammel points. I mean, good Lord, this is the mother and father of trammel points, I guess. Here's my hand for scale. Look at the size of those things. We've covered a lot of vintage makers. What about the contemporaries, such as Lie-Nielsen? Here are some very collectible Lie-Nielsen planes. They were made in limited supply from 2003, it looks like. So a little $600 for a number 140, a little $495 for a nice 212 here in bronze, and even a number 1.5. Wait, did he say 1.5? And what about this little guy? It's only going to cost you 2,400 doll hairs to take this little guy home. I mean, that'd be a pretty nice addition to any collection. Straight out of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, we've got the Bailey Tool Company. That's Selden Bailey, not to be confused with Leonard Bailey. I really like these planes. You know the Stanley number 40 scrub plane, but do you know the Sargent one? That's all cast in one piece. The handle, the knob, it's all cast together, and it's only $225. You're just not going to see a complete one of these very often. Haha, you thought I was going to skip over that number 1.5, didn't you? Yeah, let's go back and take another look. Lie-Nielsen, number 1.5. Reportedly 4 of these made. I don't know about that. But yeah, 2,395 shekels is what that one's going to cost you. And it's, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty sweet from 2004. And if you're getting the number 1.5, you might as well pick up the number 2 in white bronze as well. Because, I mean, they kind of got to go together, right? And for this one, we have the no kidding documentation, so we know that there were 500 of these made, and this was number 140. Last and never least, the $3,500 Bailey split frame. This is my absolute favorite right here, and I'm not going to lie, if I had an extra $3,500 laying around, I would actually buy this because I would love to have it in my collection. And now you, dear viewer, know what to look for when you're out there hunting for rusty gold.